Good morning. The announcements are on the back of your bulletin or were on the screen. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our church. We're so glad you have joined us today. If you're visiting with us for the first time, we especially want to welcome you and hope you feel at home here. Please join us for fellowship in Robbins Hall after the service. We have two themes today: Father's Day and serving others. We know that fathers are there for their children. In the Bible, the role of a father is defined as being the spiritual leader, provider, and protector of his family. Fathers are called to raise their children with loving discipline and patience, modeling God's grace and actively nurturing their faith without being harsh or overbearing. Wesley, like so many other churches, reaches out to the less fortunate in the community. It is our calling and our privilege. While doing this, one thing we have seen is the important frontline work done by people such as those here today from beyond the streets Welland. We welcome them as they are here today to speak to us about the vital work they do. Minutes for Mission, making joyful noise. Throughout Scripture, music is part of how people express joy, hope, grief, and praise. From the Psalms to songs of celebration and courage, music has long helped people connect with God, one another, and themselves. At First St. Andrew's United Church in London, Ontario, two music programs, the Treble Makers and the Reverberation programs, help children and youth discover that same gift today. For many young people, music is more than something to listen to. It can build confidence, reduce stress, strengthen learning skills, and create a sense of belonging. But as the cost of living continues to rise, many families are finding it harder to afford opportunities like music lessons, instruments, or art programs for their children. First St. Andrew's Church music programs helps to ensure young people do not miss out. Open to children and youth age 3 to 17, the weekly programs offer a welcoming space where participants can explore music, creativity, and community together for a low fee. Each gathering begins with a shared meal, providing nourishment for children before the children move into activities like singing, handbells, chimes, and drama. The impact goes far beyond learning notes or rhythm. Programs like Treble Makers and Reverberation help young people develop confidence by trying new things and performing together. They encourage teamwork, creativity, and self expression while offering a safe place and a reliable meal. Music also supports cognitive development, memory, focus, and emotional well being, benefits that can shape a child's growth. For some families, programs like this may be among the few accessible extracurricular opportunities available to their children. By lowering financial barriers and creating an inclusive environment, First St. Andrews aims to ensure every child has a chance to grow and shine. In a world where many young people are carrying stress, isolation, or uncertainty, spaces of creativity and belonging matter deeply. Through music, meals, laughter, and shared experiences, children and youth are discovering not only new skills, but also confidence, friendship, and joy. Through mission and service, we support communities and the ministries that nurture young people in body, mind, and spirit. Together, we are helping create spaces where children and youth can discover their gifts, build confidence, and know they belong. Please make your gift to mission and service today. Thank you.
This candle represents Christ's presence in the world and in the congregation, offering light amidst darkness and chaos. It serves to remind us all to let our own light shine in the world and to celebrate the risen Christ. Please join me in the call to worship. We gather as part of God's great diversity. We sing the Creator's love song of life. We risk hope as the Jesus movement. We embrace the Spirit who moves in and through. Holy Three, Holy One, we come together in worship. Please stand if you're able as we sing our first hymn, Joy Comes with the Dawn.
Good morning. Lovely to see all these nice faces. Our Bible readings today, Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no evil. For you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. We prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord of my whole long life. Matthew 22:34-41. When the Pharisees heard that he had silenced the Sadducees, they gathered together, and one of them, an expert in the law, asked him a question to test him. Teacher, which commandment in the law is the greatest? He said to him, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the greatest and first commandment, and a second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. Thank you.
Good morning. A tribute to fathers. What is fatherhood? Fatherhood is getting to go anywhere you want for Father's Day, getting to drive there, and even getting to pay the bill. It's getting up in the middle of the night to see what the noise was outside when you'd really rather stay in bed and hide like everyone else. It's the best exercise in the world to buy all those toys you wanted as a child and never got. It's catching yourself watching cartoons when no one else is home and enjoying them. It's biting your tongue and remembering to be a good example when someone cuts you off on the highway. It's playing Santa at midnight on Christmas Eve, then paying for the privilege at 22% interest for 36 consecutive months. It's assembling toys that require one screwdriver and a nuclear physicist to assemble. It's praying for, hoping for, and anxiously looking forward to the day when your kids will be out of the house and on their own, and then trying to postpone that day as long as possible when it approaches. It's carrying sleepy kids into the house when you're too tired to even carry yourself in. Yes, fatherhood is sometimes a thankless job of fixing kites, breaking up fights, wiping up chocolate milk. It's dental bills, broken arms, and skateboards. But today, fathers, we want to say we appreciate you and all you do. Happy Father's Day.
Morning. Money is a tricky thing. When we allow it to control us and become the focus of our lives, whether it's hoarded or scarce, it is a problem. On the other hand, we can't live in today's capitalist world without it. Generosity is the solution. When you give, you reflect God's abundant love and caring through your gifts. As followers of Jesus, we are called to use our money to help atone and bring justice and mercy and hope to the world we live in. At this time, I would ask that the offering be brought forth, please. Generous God, thank you for this opportunity to give and be generous. We heard your whisper and took to the rooftops. Help us spread the joy of giving and inspire others to do the same. Amen.
Good morning, everyone. And echoing Pauline's words, happy Father's Day to all the fathers today. Happy Father's Day. It gives me great pleasure this morning to introduce our guest speaker, Deanna Ernest. And the bio reads, Beyond the Streets was brought to life in 2020, shortly after the pandemic started. We saw a growing need of people living on the streets and knew even if we could offer only one meal, we were meeting a need. We work on connecting with our street friends to create trust We also successfully ran 2 overnight emergency shelters. We are a nonprofit, volunteer-led organization that relies solely on donations from the community. So when we say it takes a village, we mean that. If it wasn't for the community supporting us, we would not be able to provide so much for those in such need. We have big dreams to create a place where we can all coexist and take care of each other. So with no further introduction, no further ado, I introduce our guest speaker, Deanna Ernest. If you could come forward, please. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. It is a great pleasure to be invited into your home at Wesley United and to be able to share with you what we do at Beyond the Streets. I am joined by 2 of my team members, Kim and Craig. They are a vital part of what we do. So for those that don't know what Beyond the Streets is, we are a not-for-profit organization that primarily helps the homeless. We also help the community as well. There has been such a huge increase in people needing assistance, but I would say that our specialty is definitely helping the homeless in Welland. When we first started in 2020, shortly after the pandemic, we were told by many other organizations that were run by the government and everything that Welland had 5 homeless individuals. Quickly, we came out to be like, that's not true. It was a hidden problem, a problem that many people didn't see in Welland, but having a business, so I had a business with a business partner in Welland on East Main Street, and during the pandemic, we could see that the problem existed way past 5 people. So that being said, that was how Beyond the Streets was formed. We saw that there were so many more people that were struggling. So for the services that we offer, we do every Monday and Thursdays, we do what we call an outreach night. Everybody, our team members and volunteers come together and we serve a hot meal, drinks, we have clothing. We have another organization called Jared's Journey that joins us on Monday nights, and they provide clothing for our friends. So working together with other organizations is definitely very crucial for us as well. So in that time, we have our friends come to us. So we felt it was very important to make them accountable. So if they wanted a meal, they wanted some clothes, this is where we were. And if you wanted, that meal or clothes, that you had to put in a little bit of work as well. We do hear a lot from other people that the word enabling, and we understand that, some people may look at it as enabling, but the way that we look at it is that if that was our child that was living on the streets, we would pray to God that maybe there was just one person that gave them compassion, gave them the strength to push through one more day, because that next day might be the day where they sit and say, I'm going to get help. Because it has to be their decision. We know that. We went into this thinking we were going to get them off the streets. We were going to get them housed. We were going to get them clean. We were going to get them the mental health that they needed. But the reality is that it's not as easy as that. So that's where we kind of turned things around for ourselves and said, we need to connect with these individuals, because that connection, and I think that is probably the thing that we stand out the most for, is that we sit and we connect with every single one of these individuals. You'll hear us call them our street friends, because that's exactly what they have become. They've become our friends throughout those years. We sit, we connect, we have compassion, we have good conversations, we have tough conversations, those tough conversations of what are you going to do to like better your life? Not a single one of them wants to live this life. When people sit there and say that they're lazy, they're not lazy. Being able to survive even one day in those elements on those streets is hard work. It's probably the hardest work I've ever seen people do. So we really want to be able to, I guess, give people a different perspective on what these individuals are dealing with day to day. The help, yes, it is out there, but it is very hard to navigate. So that is something that we try and help them do, is navigate when they do want to get help. And like I said, that is 100% up to them. We can't do it for them. You know, we have successfully ran 2 overnight shelters. This past one that we did, I do want to thank the ladies of Wesley United, saw that we were doing this and wanted to help us. And one of the tasks that they helped us with was laundry. We had a lot of laundry. We ran it 7 days a week. We started off with 10 beds, and I think we went up to like 20 beds by the end of it. We could have continued to grow that, but we just didn't have the space. So there certainly was a lot of laundry that needed to be done 2-3 times a week. So I do want to thank you know, your part in helping us with that. When I say success, it was a success because even though at the end in the morning we had to send them off into the cold, we were able to give them, you know, that night of like knowing that they were safe, they were warm, they were going to get something to eat. And I want to end off with my favorite story, one of our biggest successes, and that was when we ran the very first overnight shelter. That was 3 years ago. We had literally 4 hours to set up the shelter. Holy Trinity Church had messaged us and said that it was a go. So we had 4 hours in the middle of a snowstorm to get everything set up. We opened the doors, and I remember just standing there, just terrified, absolutely terrified. I've never worked in a shelter before. It was something that I myself had said, like, is probably not the route that I wanted to go because I had, you know, smaller children, you know, and I was just sat there just kind of like in awe of what was happening in front of us. And a couple people came in. There was one particular individual that came in, and I was standing there and I said, you know, hello, how are you? And she's like, without hesitation, she instantly went into defense mode of like, I said, hi, how are you? And she was just like, why are you talking to me? I'm just a crackhead. And I looked at her and I said, no, we don't call people that here. And she said, then what do you call us? And I said, we call you our friends. And instantly that defense went into a smile. Throughout the time with us, we were open for 10 weeks that winter. There were many nights that she was with us. There were many nights where she, you know, didn't make it to shelter, and we sat there and we worried about her. She was a spitfire. She was a firecracker. This one, when she came in, one of 2 things was going to happen. She was going to blow the place up with her attitude, or she was going to come in, eat, and go to bed. The nights that she came in with her attitude were wild. But there were many nights where we sat and we talked. We talked about her son. We talked about her family. We talked about her past recovery. You know, and at the very last day of the shelter, I remember thinking, I didn't know if we were going to see her after that. I didn't know what her future held. Fast forward 6 months after the shelter had closed, we received a phone call. We hadn't seen her in a while, and, you know, we had kind of thought the worst. But it's not unlike our friends to kind of just, you know, go here and there and we don't see them for a few weeks. We try and, you know, talk to others and say, like, have you seen this person? We get a phone call, and it was from her. She was in treatment, and her first phone call that she could make was to be on the streets. She wanted to let us know that, if it wasn't for us being that connection, for being that positive in her life, for always telling her that we loved her, that she wouldn't have been able to make that decision. So she went into treatment, and I wish I had sent a picture, but I forgot to. She is now a year and 3 months clean. She's living in supporting housing. She looks so amazing. She was brought back to life. And, she knows that even though she's now in recovery, that we will be with her for the rest of her life. She texts most of us all the time, lets us know what's going on in her life. She comes down and visits. She has been a true inspiration to us. I don't think that a lot of these people realize how much they help us, Addiction and mental health can be a scary thing. But if anything that I can give to all of you is that even just that simple hello, because they feel lost in this world. They feel defeated. They feel that everybody terrifies them. And I get it. It's a scary world, especially when you're seeing somebody in a mental health crisis. It is scary. But if you see somebody, instead of walking past them and, just putting your head down, just a simple hello, that can be life-saving for them. So thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. I could go on for hours, but I won't do that to you guys. But yeah, if you ever want to learn more, we just had a website put up live, so that kind of gives you a little bit more information. We're very proud of that next step for us, because like I said in the intro, we have big dreams. We have dreams of having a safe place for our friends to come, where not only we can connect with them and give them something to eat, but to also to teach them those life skills that they need again. My biggest dream, and I always have this dream, is having a space where we have a kitchen where our street friends can come and help us cook the meals for each other, right? So big dreams, it's definitely going to happen. Might be a few years down the road, but I have faith that we will get there. So being able to kind of spread our vision and our mission to everyone definitely helps that out. So thank you so much. And again, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Dan, on behalf of your friends here at Wesley United Church, thank you very much for that presentation. And there were a few remarks that I noticed. First of all, when you first started your program in 2020, you were told there were only 5 homeless in Welland. So what an eye-opener that must have been for you when you went out there and started your services, and the people were literally lining up at the door to come in. Also, your coexistence with other community groups in there, that you reach out and you work together, that's so good. And the most striking thing is that there is no age barrier here. There is no age barrier. You have the very young, the youth, the teenagers, and you have the older that you have to deal with. I don't know what the division is, which is more youth or old, or if it's about equal, but we are going to have a question and answer period after, if you have a few minutes, and we do have a few minutes, and we're going to make a few minutes, whether you like it or not. Also, maybe you could read off your website and let people know, or if you have cards, you could hand that out to people. So again, on behalf of Wesley, thank you very much for that presentation. And if anyone has any questions, I'm sure Deanna can answer them for you. But we'll keep it under 30 minutes, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, beautiful. The website is in the book, so that's great. Took us 5 years to get that. So.
Joan, did you ask your question? I was getting the mic.
No.
You got it?
No,
Okay.
She didn't yet.
Oh, here, you're Joan, aren't you? I'm Doug. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, you too. For the Out of the Cold, where they're sleeping at Holy Trinity over the winter, and they're generally gone by about 8 a.m.
Yes.
Where do they go?
So a lot of them, there are some spaces that are used as warming stations. So there was the library that was closest to the shelter. So a lot of them would go to the library or to the wellness center. So the wellness center, we actually will pay for our friends to get passes. So it's $31 for a year, and that gives them limited where they can go in, but they can shower. So that's the only place that actually gives them the opportunity to shower. So Beyond the Streets will meet them there and we'll get them the pass. We work very closely with the Wellness Center now because, again, you know, there can be some issues when you're dealing with people that are, you know, in mental psychosis and stuff like that. So we work strongly with them, you know, making sure that we're providing, you know, that support just in case some of our friends, you know, may, you know, have some issues or behavioral issues. So working together with them has definitely helped decrease any issues that have been caused with us getting passes for people there. But we also are very, we will limit, you know, we do know that there are some people that will not behave. And we have those conversations with them that this is something that you have to earn. You know, we're trusting you to go into a space that is not ours and to be respectful. So we communicate with the Wellness Center on that one. I believe the arena as well. So we worked it out where when those spaces closed is when we opened the shelter. So there wasn't really a lot of time where they had to stand outside too long. So a lot of us, well, most all of us, it was a shelter that was ran by 100% volunteers. Beyond the Streets paid for the shelter. So that cost us about $50,000 for 12 weeks to run that. But if we didn't run it, there was 102 unique individuals that came into that shelter in 12 weeks. So 102 people who needed somewhere to sleep that night, they got somewhere to sleep, right? So, you know, we know that even though we have a shelter in Welland, we actually have two. One is for families and one is for the rest of the population. It's just not enough, right? So that's where we stepped in and said, like, we can't sit and watch these people freeze, you know? So our volunteers and our team came together and you know, we did the overnight shelter. You know, many of us running from work right to the shelter, you know, kind of working overnight. We had some shifts. I'm blessed to have the best team ever because we don't even have to ask. We're doing this and they are there. So.
Deanna, do you have a policy on animals, dogs coming with their
To the shelter?
Yes.
Yeah, so we had quite a few animals, quite a few dogs that came to the shelter. So the rule was we had crates for them, and they had to be in their crate. So they would come in, go right into their crate. The only time that they could leave their crate was obviously when they had to go outside to use the bathroom. Right. But we had quite a few individuals who wouldn't even go into regular shelters because of their pets. They came into ours. So that was really great to see. So that was the second year that we've allowed that. So yeah. Thank you. You're welcome.
Sorry. Any other questions, comments?
Your clothing donations, where are they dropped off? At Holy Trinity?
Yes, so they can be dropped off at Holy Trinity on Mondays and Thursdays. That's when we're guaranteed to be there. So like we run 24/7, but those days we're set to be there for outreach. So anywhere between, so our team members get there around 6:30. We're there till 8:30. But also if that time doesn't work for people, you can contact us through our email and we can definitely work out something where we can set up another either pickup or drop off time.
And there are certain items, like I know socks, heavy socks, boots, coats are wonderful. Like for the summer, is
Yeah.
it just
Summer shorts, t-shirts, sandals. A lot of them, are asking for sandals.
right?
Baseball hats because, we have one sunscreen. We have one girl right now. She has severe burns on her legs from the sun, right? They, simple things that we can just go and get, right? Where they don't have that. So, underwear, yes. Bras and underwear, yeah. And we go through it quickly because obviously they're living in the elements and we could give them something tomorrow and then it gets soaking wet. So then we have to give them something, so yeah, we go through it quickly.
I've heard one of the biggest demands are toothbrushes and toothpaste.
Yes.
It's right up there near the top.
It is, right? A lot of people think that they don't care about, how they look and everything, but when they come into the shelter, there's a lineup for the bathroom because they want to be able to clean themselves up, brush their teeth, so yeah. Yeah. No.
Was there another question along here somewhere? Oh, Sandy. Sorry, Sandy.
Like on Mondays and Thursdays when you serve food, is it cooked at Holy Trinity? And how does that work? Is there volunteers from the community that come in and cook?
So we have, yes, it's at Holy Trinity, and we have a kitchen crew. So our team member Deb leads that crew of volunteers, so she's always, bringing in new people. And so, we have definitely a lot of opportunities for people to volunteer. For some, we know that it can be overwhelming being one-on-one with individuals. So we do have a storage crew that is ran by Betty. So that's just keeping our storage because, when donations come in, it's got to go somewhere. So we have our storage rooms at Holy Trinity. They have been absolutely fantastic. They were the first ones to see, because we were in the market together, right, to see what we were doing. And so we rent a couple storage rooms from them right now. And then for the outreach meals, they let us use the kitchen for free. But yeah, we have a team for that, a team for storage. We have our outreach team. We have our encampment outreach team, people that, we go to the encampments. We just go around and search for them, right? Day by day, it's changing because unfortunately, encampments do get torn down, from time to time, so, we just check on them, make sure if they need basically some new supplies to help them. So there's so many different elements to what we do. We have team members that will go and sit in the emergency room with them because, a lot of them, have the anxieties of going there alone. Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes I've seen them get treated amazingly, but other times they don't, so having somebody there to advocate for them is very important.
In my comments, there seems to be no age barrier. Is there a larger percentage of youth, a larger percentage of older, or is it almost down the middle?
So in the shelter this year, we had people as young as 15 come to us. We obviously could not have them in our shelter, but we would contact the ones that deal with the teenagers and the youth. We had as old as I think 76 was our oldest client that came into the shelter. So I would say that obviously, I'm going to say probably in late 20s, early 30s and on is the biggest number, but the amount of teenagers that we're seeing and elderly is very alarming. Yeah.
Any other questions?
I have a gazillion questions, but I'll
Yeah.
keep it down. You said they go to the wellness center to shower. Is
Yeah.
there a need for towels?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So we put together packs for them of shampoo, towels, and everything. So yes, we absolutely need towels.
Okay,
Yeah.
good, because we've collected
Yeah.
underwear and towels and things for
Yeah.
Silver Spire Church
Oh,
in St.
beautiful. Yeah.
Catharines.
Yeah.
So we could shift the focus. and-
Yes, it's one of the things, especially on the rainy days, where a lot of them will ask, for towels just to dry their hair and stuff like that. So, yes. But yes, definitely, there's a lot of need for stuff like that.
Okay,
So,
perfect,
yeah.
thank you.
Any other questions? Again, thank you very much,
Thank
Deanna.
you.
And please join us upstairs. I'm sure people may have some questions for you.
Absolutely.
All kinds of goodies, coffee, tea, juice, water upstairs. Please join us. And again, thank you very much.
Thank you. It was an honor to come and talk.
So much for your warm invitation. We love our Deanna. Just so you know that we don't want you to be offended at all, that if Craig and I happen to slip out of here real quick and not stick around to drink delicious tea and goodies, it's because we're getting ready to be in the parade this afternoon. And we are, so we're going to be with the group that does the Polar Plunge. They raise funds exclusively for us, I believe. They're very dedicated, so we want to show them, oh, thank you. So because it's the Polar Plunge, he's going to be wearing water wings. I'm wearing an old-fashioned bathing cap, and it's going to be quite a thing. So anyway, so please excuse us if you don't find us around.
Oh, come up for 5 minutes. Before I ask you to stand for our next hymn, I just want to say thank you to the Worship and Music Committee today for leading us in this service. So thank you very much, Worship and Music. And now if you would please stand and join us in singing Be Thou My Vision.
God calls us to be a praying people, so let us join our hearts in prayer. Let us give thanks for the gifts of God, saying, "We give you thanks, generous God, for the earth and the goodness of creation, the power of the earth to sustain us, the wisdom of people to care, to learn, and to transform. Let us give thanks. We give you thanks, generous God, for the people who care and heal, the people who listen deeply, the ones who are the hands and feet of Christ in the world. Let us give thanks. We give you thanks, generous God. For the people who guide and teach, the ones who mentor and educate, the people who inspire and create, for their wisdom and guidance, let us give thanks. We give you thanks, generous God. For those who stand up and speak out in truth, for people who work endlessly for justice, for liberation, for peace, the people who risk their lives for others, for those who walk in the way of Christ, let us give thanks. We give you thanks, generous God. Now let us gather our voices in the prayer that Jesus taught us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Go now as free people, and may the peace of Christ hold us, and the love of the Creator enfold us.
God will go with with you each hour of every day. Go now in faith, steadfast, strong, and true. Know He will guide you in all you do. Go now in love and show you believe. Reach out to others